Take the Pizza podcast. Got a YouTube video going up over here too while I do this podcast. Let me plug in my headsets here. Alright. This is the real deal. No more test and tuning. Did a couple test and tunes. Threw a couple of the videos up on YouTube. A couple of people watched it. They got in touch with me. They said, when's the show going to start? I said, probably the end of November. Here I am, November 19th. November 19th, I decided I'll start the show. Podcast, vlog, radio show, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so that's what this is all about. If you checked out my previews, I threw it up on YouTube. I explained how I came up with the name Take the Pizza. It's from the classic line from The Godfather, where he tells the guy, after they whacked the guy 3 times in the back of the head, the wife was like, don't forget the cannolis. So they go out there, they go pick up some cannolis, they go whack the guy, 3 shots in the head, and the guy's like, alright, leave the gun, take the cannolis. So I'm like, if I wrote The Godfather, it would more have been like a pizza. So I would have wrote it after they whacked the guy, leave the gun, take the pizza. I don't want to have a long name. Can't have a long name. Plus some people don't like guns, so take the pizza. So it's a play on leave the gun, take the pizza. So today I was at the Streetcar Super Nationals. It's going on live right now. I got the live feed going on. Bangshift.com. Showing the race right now. I was there for a couple hours this morning. Talked to a couple people over there. Jay Bodie Racing. If you're familiar with his car on the Street Outlaws. The guy's out of California. He's got one of the fastest cars in the country. He's got a nice Nova. And so he's at this race over here. And then walking through the staging area, I bumped into this YouTube guy. He's getting a big following on YouTube. He's called The Limo Guy at Large. And he has a limo company, and he started doing YouTube videos to get the name of his business out there, and it generated some business. And he's in talks right now. He might get his own TV show. So I gave him my card. It says Mike Stiggs, comedy writer, comedian, host of Take the Pizza. And he's like, hey, do you want to write for the show? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So if this all takes off, I'll write for the show. And after a couple oil downs, I was at the track, and here's the thing: if you watch drag racing on TV, you see one pair of cars go down and another pair, but sometimes the engine blows, but they don't show on TV. It takes an hour to clean up the track. So a pair of cars went down, one engine blew. They had to clean up the track. And then another pair goes down, the engine blew. They had to clean up the track again. So I was there 4.5 hours. 3 hours was cleaning the track. I was just like, you know what? I'll just go home. I'll watch the race on Bang Shift, 5 miles away. I'm on the edge here in Las Vegas. I'll go watch the rest of this on Bang Shift. And maybe, I think I'll start the podcast, Take the Pizza. How's YouTube going on? I'm not really facing the camera because I got the whole system over here. I can't put everything stacked all together. I got the microphone, the computer, this, because I also got I got football on also on the other screen of the computer because I got a 6-teamer in action right now. Because it's Sunday, November 19th. Middle of the football season, the end of racing season, and the start of Take the Pizza. So there's a lot of things going on. So that's what this podcast is going to be about. But you're a comedian. You haven't said anything funny yet. Yeah, so it's a talk show. It's not a comedy show. It's a talk show. That's what it is. But I'm here for the comedy. I came for the car videos. I stay for the comedy. Because that's basically what my YouTube channel is all about. For everybody watching on YouTube, I do a bunch of car videos. I throw up some comedy videos. most people come for the comedy videos, for the car videos, and maybe they'll watch a comedy video. I said it backwards. So to just rewind that, play it the other way, and it'll come out right. So right now I'm on Bankshift.com, and right now Bodie is pulling up to the starting line with his Nova. And this car is awesome. It's a Chevy Nova, but it's got a Hemi in it. But this car is, I don't know, 2,500 horsepower. I don't know how many feet per gallon it gets, but it's definitely not getting miles per gallon. It's probably feet per gallon. So it's a good car. If you ever go to YouTube, take a look at Bodie's over there and racing Dave from Street Outlaws. This wasn't for the TV show. This is actually on the streets in California. And right before they're about to race, police come up. They got police helicopter, and they couldn't get the race going, so they had to load back up on the trailers. That's the thing. These cars, here he is. He's taking a hit going now. He's running the NT class, which stands for no time. So right here, he's doing a little test run. The car runs, 4 seconds in an eighth of a mile. It's pretty fast right there, because 4 seconds doesn't sound too fast. Eighth of a mile, 660 feet. I had a rental car that did 4 seconds from pre-stage to stage. So that's a good joke there for all your old drag racers out there that are watching this. I got home the other day, and because I live on the edge of Las Vegas, so I got home the other day, and my girlfriend's like, Parley, that's my dog. She's like, Parley's walking funny. I said, it's not walking funny. Its legs hurt. It's not funny. And because I'm on the edge of Vegas, right on the edge of the desert, where the mob guys used to bury the problems, and there's a lot of coyotes running around here. So the coyote didn't get the dog because I would have whacked the coyote, but the coyote almost got my dogs. So at night, especially on garbage days, when I let the dogs go out in the backyard, I gotta go outside with them. I carry one of my guns with me in case. These coyotes are crazy. They're hungry. They'll hop the wall and kill your dog. That's what's going on around here in the outskirts of Las Vegas. There's coyotes coming into the city, and they're killing a lot of cats and dogs. So I gotta go. I open the door, let the dogs go out, and I gotta go out there with them. I got a flashlight, and I got a gun on me in case the coyote. I could see the coyote, and then I could shoot the coyote. That's why I carried a flashlight and a gun. But one night at 3 in the morning, I was pulling into my driveway. There's a coyote standing in the driveway, and it wouldn't move. I was like, I flashed the lights. I was like, get out of the way, stupid. I got to pull my car in the garage. And the coyote's just standing there like, what are you kidding me? It's 3 in the morning. Where were you, Henry? Where were you? What kind of people come home at this hour in the morning? It's a Goodfellas joke right there. But the coyote wouldn't move, so I opened the door and I threw a quarter at it. The coyote took off. He was like, hey, this guy's throwing quarters at me. I got to duck. I got to get out of here. So finally the coyote ran off. I pulled the car in the garage. I was like, that's crazy with these coyotes running around here. Because one time I was walking both my dogs on the main street. I'm on the side of the road. I look across the street. There's a coyote walking stride for stride. Just looking at me and my 2 dogs. So I turn the dogs so they don't see the coyote, because they look across the street. They're gonna see this thing. They're gonna want to go after it. The dogs don't know it's a coyote. It probably thinks it's a really skinny German Shepherd, and they think they're gonna go kick the coyote's ass, not knowing that the coyote, it doesn't get hand fed. It doesn't get its food put in the bowl. Whatever it catches, it eats. That's the way coyotes are. My dogs, they're hand fed. I actually feed the dogs. I'll take a fork and I could feed them, and they take the food right off the fork, real nice. Coyotes, They don't understand. You see, dogs don't go to school, and then they don't go on YouTube and watch videos of how coyotes get their food. They don't go to the Smiths or the Walmart or Albertsons. Go up to the meat aisle. Buy some steak. Go home and cook it, and then put it in a little bowl, and then they come and eat it. They got the water next to the food bowl. Coyotes are killers. My dogs don't know that. My dogs think they're killers, but no, I'm the killer, because that's what was going to happen. I'm looking at that coyote across the street. I tied my dogs. I took the leash, tied it around the tree, and I stood straight, square up with the coyote. And I told the coyote, "You come across the street, I'm going to kill you." And it heard me, and it started walking away. I don't even know if I could take on the coyote. Figured maybe it's like 80, 90 pounds. So, I got like 200 pounds on that coyote. I put it in the sleeper hold, and then put the coyote to sleep. And then I just, get my dogs and we walk home. That's what I figured it would do. But you never know. These coyotes are sneaky. You got to watch out for them. So if you're living in the, Phoenix, Tucson, in LA, they got P-22. You know what P-22 is? It's a mountain lion that they track. It's in the middle of LA in some park. So you could be on the swing set, and P-22 could decide to come out and bite your child on the swing set. So I don't understand why they let P-22 stay in the park. I was watching a YouTube video, and it said that in the LA Zoo, one of the koala bears was killed, and I think P-22 did it. I don't know. Maybe he left his fingerprints or something, but they tracked the thing. If you know where it is, why don't you just catch it, bring it up to the foothills, and let it go out? Why are you going to leave the mountain lion in the middle of the city? But anyway, so this coyote wanted the dogs. It told me. It texted me. It says, "Listen, you turn around, and I'm going to sneak up behind you and grab one of the dogs." And I text back, "Oh, from my dead body." So you gotta scare the coyote off, and you get lucky. If you got time, you watch some of these coyote attack videos on YouTube. I saw a Doberman. It was like a little dog was about to be attacked by a coyote. Doberman ran out of the house and chased off the coyote. So Dobermans are strong dogs. They're like anorexic Rottweilers. So that's what's going on. If you're enjoying the YouTube video, you got to hear the rest of this podcast. And I got to get a bottle of water over here. I'm still watching the drag racing going on here. Bang Shift. It's got a good website. Bang Shift's got a great website. Goes all over the country. Goes to all these races. I don't know if I would do that. You gotta fly here. You gotta fly there. You gotta stand up on the scaffold. You gotta set up all the cameras and everything. I don't know if I'll do it. But Bang Shift does a great job. There's a lot of websites out there that show racing every weekend, like MMTV, not MTV, but MMTV, Motor Mania TV. It's a good one, and Bang Shift. Bang Shift is, I think it's sponsored by a lot of stuff. So at least they're making money doing this. This is a good job if you like traveling and going, from race to race. I'd rather be driving instead of filming the race. Because that's what I've been doing the past couple of years. I go to these races, film a couple of YouTube videos, and it's getting boring. I'd rather be behind the wheel. So maybe we'll do that. My dad's about to retire, so thinking about building a car, get him on the racetrack. And if he's on the racetrack, then I'll be getting on the racetrack. But I don't want to spend a lot of money, so I'll race his car. That's the way you save money that way. I sold a race car, bought a house. That's what you're supposed to do when you get older. If you're 20, 21 years old, hey, you got a fast Camaro, take it to the racetrack, and then sell the Camaro and buy a house. That's the game plan. That was the game plan. And as you can see, I'm in my house right now in the studio here. This Mike Stig studio. So this is the podcast, and if everybody's paying attention, I don't know if you gave up already. If I was listening to the podcast, I would have gave up probably about 8 minutes ago. But I'm gonna pause here now, figure out what I'm gonna talk about the rest of the podcast. But I don't want to do an hour and a half YouTube video, so I'm gonna go shut the YouTube camera off. Check out the podcast. Thanks for watching.